Okay guys, so I'm going to start with the user benchmark following the FurMark and the last this 3D mark for the GPU. So let's go. Okay, so as a desktop, that is all good. Not so good for gaming and workstation. So the graphics card is not so great, but I expect that the test to be made on the AMD integrated card. Yes, the RTX Vega 8. I see. This program did not test the dedicated GPU, the RTX 3017. So that's why I installed the 3D Mark that will test the GPU at the end. Now let's go with the second one. Let's say Full HD because this display is only Full HD. I don't know if you can hear the vents, the cooling system of this laptop. It's very noisy, and that's because I put it in the maximum performance. So have in mind that this laptop is one of the most noisy ones. Okay, so here we have this core, so it's not a big score. Let's compare. So we have 7,100. So we are right above this level. So this matters the less. Let's go to the GPU. I will scroll one more time. Maybe some of you want to see some details which I missed. So I used preset 180, 1080. Okay, let's go with the FurMark. Now this one is the most advanced GPU benchmark available, so I expect strong results. Okay, this is a free version, so I don't want to make any updates. Now we are using the time spy, which is the latest benchmark test from the FurMark. Okay. Now I'm also filming with my phone, the whole laptop, because sometimes the screen recording might have some lag because the GPU is fully loaded with its test, so it might affect the way it records. Now the phone records just as you see it, so if you see it a little bit laggy on the screen recording, but in the bottom screen it's much more fluid, that means it's gonna be fluid when you are going to play some games or something like that. So the screen recording is not that accurate. I'm screen recording only for you to see the FPS and other details closely and clear. Okay, so from my point of view, some details were, I don't know, a little bit slower. So we had some imperfect details. If I am comparing to the G17 laptop, which I previously tested. So there were some white lines that were flickering. I don't know if you saw them. So there is a small difference between this one and the G17 that had a more powerful version of the RTX 3070. Now I expect that the results for the Nitro 5 to be smaller. Now let's see. Okay, I think that was all. Now let's see the results. I also expect a green mark, yes. So we are under the average, but have in mind that also the processor has a big impact on the performance. Now I don't know if I mentioned this laptop, I bought it for mining, so I wanted it to have the RTX 3070 GPU, and I did not want any other strong specs. So this one has the Ryzen 5 CPU. That means due to this processor, the results might be lower, but we are still in green, so most of the games are going to run. So as you can see, the CPU is the one that got us down. But it's good for gaming, but you won't get the maximum quality from your games with this laptop. Now the G17, the Rockstreet G17 that I tested before, had a score at about 9,000, 8,000 to 9,000. So that one had the RTX 3070 130 watts and the Ryzen 7 CPU. So that makes a difference. But also the price is bigger on the G17. This one costed me about $1,400 and the G17 cost me about $1,900. So you also have a price reflection in your performance. Now, only for mining, this laptop is great. I also mined on it about 1 month since I bought it. So the performance has not been changed. Even if you mine for a long time, you won't see any damages. Now I tested them, the G7 has about 6 months of mining, but I will also do a benchmark test after 1 year, after 2 years, so we will see how they are going to perform. So those are the results. I hope you see what you came for. It's a good laptop. It does not have any high FPS. As I saw, more than 65 I did not manage to see. But for mining is a good laptop, also for gaming, but not at full details. So that's all guys, thank you very much, have a good day, bye.